I am making this video to connect to other people and hopefully to also hear back from you about your experiences, because I feel quite lonely in these experiences. I've been having quite strong withdrawal symptoms from Wellbutrin, Bupropion, Elantril. It's called in different names. It's supposed to be quite easy to get off from Bupropion, but for me that wasn't the case. That isn't the case, and I stopped taking Bupropion 2 months ago, and I was really slowly tapering down within like I think around 6 weeks or almost 2 months that I tapered down from 300 milligrams to 150 and slowly to nothing. And I've been having really a difficult transition. And I've been taking Bupropion for around a year and a half, and I started taking it actually a bit when I was like, I would say 90% healed from depression. It was for me at that, so basically my whole life I wasn't fond of antidepressants and generally like medication. I mean, only when it's really necessary. And I did try taking antidepressant when it was really necessary, but I had not very good experiences. But then when my depression was like going away slowly, and then I've been struggling for around a year in regaining the rhythm in life, regaining energy, motivation, and developing more positive thinking. And I just felt like my brain just wasn't rewiring back from depressed brain to not depressed brain, because my brain rewired as well from not depressed brain to depressed brain, and now it wasn't going back somehow. Like, it was very difficult. So I decided to take antidepressants, Bupropion, because I wanted to basically have that transition to have that active brain again and develop those positive thoughts. First I took 150 milligrams, and then I increased after a couple of months to 300 milligrams because I was not feeling that so intensively 150. But really, honestly, Bupropion was amazing for me. I really felt like it did what it promised. I didn't feel it so much, which was nice compared to some other medication or stimulants where you kind of feel it, but I didn't have any side effects. I didn't feel kind of like fake euphoric or anything like that, or like overflowing energy. I felt really mild but very noticeable effect in motivation, in focus, especially focus, and really balancing my mood. So it wasn't like going from extreme highs to extreme lows. And maybe I was a bit more anxious, but it was again like very stable. Somehow it was everything into control. And when I was getting anxious, I had this inner power and motivation, and my brain was just working well to deal with this anxiety and act upon it right away. Like a magic pill, right? But then from the beginning, I didn't like want to use it for a long time. I want to use it for around a year for me to have this transition, to learn things with Bupropion and to stop it, because I just never wanted to be on medication for the rest of my life. I'm not saying this is wrong, but this is not what I want for myself. Therefore, that was a temporary plan. But then the thing is that around a few months after I started taking it, my liver function started decreasing. Like, it was started getting worse, and every 2 months it was getting worse. Still, my doctor was really concerned about it, and she said that well, I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm eating healthy food and exercising and everything, and the only reason could that be is Bupropion. And it's quite uncommon side effect, like liver function damage. But this happened to me because when I started decreasing the doses and when I stopped taking it, my liver recovered. So yeah, that's why I stopped, and I was planning to stop. Anyhow, when I was tapering down already, I started noticing very unpleasant side effects, especially in mood swings. My mood was going like really crazy, like from being high, euphoric, super energetic, to like going really crying and having really hard time motivate myself getting up, which was like something that I absolutely forgot already. And I kind of liked that I was a bit more sensitive, and I felt my feelings were a bit more profound somehow, but it was also it is very difficult to deal with. And I was very dizzy, I was not clear, I was like, especially when I stopped totally taking medications, my brain was like always in this fog or something like that, I am still a bit, sometimes a bit lost. I forget things extremely. Like focusing has been very difficult for me, to the extent that I'm having times where I can't focus like on a task at all. Like it's been very extreme, and without like a really proper reason for that as well. It just comes. And generally I feel a bit more down and less motivated, for sure. And the emotional regulation has been really difficult. It has improved within 2 months a bit, but it's still here, and that's why I feel a bit worried, and I don't really, and I'm just like pissed off. I can't find proper answers. My psychiatrist said that it could be that I have also other mental health issues that haven't been diagnosed, which is like now I am in with my doctor in a process of looking into that. He said something like ADHD, bipolar, and it's nothing diagnosed yet. It's just like like trying to find answers why I'm having such a strong withdrawal symptoms. And also people who have had addictions with cocaine or amphetamines, they have much stronger withdrawal symptoms, which it's just very confusing, the situation. And I feel, as I said, very lonely in the situation too. And I don't know, I wish to hear more from other people, what other people have experienced. I know that some people don't have any kind of withdrawal symptoms, and I'm so happy for them, especially if the medication worked so well. And I totally would, and I have had recommended my friends Bupropion, because it also doesn't like take your sexual mood, how's it called? I didn't have increased appetite. It didn't also decrease, but I didn't have like this increase of appetite, which I had on different antidepressants, which I don't remember anymore what I exactly took some years back. Anyways, I'm trying to find this rhythm back, and I'm really like trying to establish a new routine, like more and regular exercises, and looking into food a bit more, and as well as taking cold showers, to meditation. Unfortunately, it's a bit been difficult to really make it very regularly, because, as I said, I'm having a hard time to find motivation sometimes, and it just feels like it's really been down. And also focus, which it's been difficult to follow my schedule. I feel like I'm always like a bit lost and on the rush and whatever. Yeah, and it's been also very busy times anyways. So I hope that I will find that rhythm, and let's see what the future brings. And I would be really interested to hear from you if you have this experience, or if you are like medical professional who knows more about bupropion, and also about its withdrawal, and why for some people it's more difficult. I would be so happy to read it. What can I say? In the end, I've been always very against antidepressants, but this medicine has helped me quite a lot. I'm just having now a bit worse time than before I took it, but I feel like my brain has remembered like how the day could go with motivation, with planning and doing things and getting stuff done and everything. Within this year, it helped me to also definitely to create a bit better thought patterns together with therapy and other stuff, which I'm really grateful for. Let's see what's future gonna bring. If you're interested, I can update you. And I think the only thing that I'm really having motivation to do is the videos, which I'm very excited about.